Welcome to the Dreamers Podcast, where we talk about all things related to youth development and women's empowerment.
Hello, welcome back everyone to the Dreamers Podcast. This is Nhan, Mandy, Lynn, and Sunny. So the Dreamers Podcast is about the sharings from us about life skills, youth, and women empowerment. It's been a month since our first episode, and we have received so many positive feedback from friends, families. How about you, Lynn and Sunny?
Yeah, some of my friends are very excited with what we are sharing moving forward. And one interesting thing I learned from one of my friends is that he would like to hear more about, the education in Vietnam. And I think it can be an interesting topic later on. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Sunny?
Well, personally, I'm very happy to be a part of this project, and a lot of my friends, they have given me many constructive feedbacks, which help us understand more about what we need to improve in upcoming time. And actually, I just would like to share one more thing. The purpose of this podcast is not about educating or lecturing people about a lot of things, but I'm very glad because we are here and we have a chance to raise our voices about the things that really matter to us. And I just hope that this podcast can be a bridge to connect us with more people who are like-minded and even give us more different perspectives in life. So that's why I'm very excited to receive more feedbacks and comments from our audiences in the future.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. So we are just so inspired by your support, the audiences, friends, and family. So keep giving us more and more feedback. And so the first topic today, the official topic is about life priorities. And since this is a very big topic, we decided to split it into 3 episodes. This one is about general tips and advices to prioritize your life. The next topic is about career. And the last one will be about relationship. So please setting us more questions, and we hope that our tips and advices are useful for you at some points. Let's go straight to the first question. Why should we have life priorities? Sunny?
Actually, the why question in everything is very essential. For example, we have a lot of opportunities and options every day, and we need to be very careful and mindful in what we are choosing to do. So that's why with the why question, it can give us more motivation and the reasons we should do something. And with that way, the life priorities are like a map. It helps us navigate towards the important things, and then also less distracting from outside factors.
Yeah, I think that our life today is a result of the series of actions that you have done before. And so if you are not happy with what you have right now, it means that you are not doing what really need to do in order to get what we want. We all have 24 hours a day, and like Sandy said, we are very easily to be distracted. So setting priorities will help us to focus on what we choose to do and quit in order to get what we want.
I agree with you. With you, Lynn. So life priorities are set to fulfill one's happiness, and once you have them, you plan to develop yourself professionally and personally, and it makes your life meaningful and worth living, right?
Yep.
Okay, question number 2. How do you determine your priorities in life, and how to balance your work and personal priorities? What kind of questions do you need to ask in order to prioritize your life? Well, life priorities change over time, at least for a specific period of time, through internal and external factors. So to me, in order to identify them, I usually review my will of life every year, set New Year resolutions or goals, and create action plans. How about you, Sunny?
Actually, Nhan, could you please tell us more about the wheel of life?
Oh, our Wheel of Life covers 7 F's: family, friends, finances, fitness, fun, and future. So your life becomes more fulfilled, as long as you invest proper time on each of them.
Wow.
It's very tough, but you can't make any of them under 5 in the scale from 1 to 10.
That's great.
It's very interesting. But sometimes, in order to get a jump steps in our career, like young people decided to sacrifice other aspects to spend more time and energy for more money, work, for example. So, is that okay for them to just focus on some of the 7 factors at a specific and just short periods of time?
Okay, so well, then based on my experience, I do think that it's okay. It's okay in some situations that we have to choose to prioritize something over the other things.
Agree.
Yeah, but the key here is we both know that too much of anything is not good at all. So that's why the purpose of the wheel of life can help you stay balanced and mindful in every choices. So that's why I think that we should try to maintain the other things during the time we spend a little bit more time. Yeah, on the categories that are really essential and very important to us at a specific point.
Yeah.
And then one of our friends asked, what kind of question should they ask themselves to set the right priorities in life?
Well, I think in order to set priorities, we need to really know what our goals are. In order to find our goals, we should reflect on ourselves and ask what we really want. So usually we start with our major goals and then we'll narrow it down into small ones. And finally, we identify which actions lead us toward that, what to choose to do and quick to do. So the list of the things to do is your priorities. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm totally on the same page with you then.
And in terms of questions, I usually ask myself this set of questions. So the very first one, is this priority alignment with my values? And my values can vary from family matters, health, finance, integrity, honesty, anything that is essential to my core. And the second one, what are some likely outcomes of making this priority and even not making this a priority? And by answering those questions, I'm going to have a clearer vision of the consequences and the results it might happen when I have this choice. And then the third question is my favorite question. Will it help me grow? Because I myself a growth-oriented person, so that's why I always consider it as a part of my journey. So if one of my priorities don't align with my growth, I'm gonna have it a second thought. And last but not least, the last question. What could prevent me from making it my priority? And this question is very powerful because it's gonna show me some obstacles that I'm going to face and encounter during my way. So that's why I'm more well prepared and be ready for my life priorities.
Cool. So question number 3. Once we have defined our priorities, how do we motivate ourselves to take actions for these priorities? Lynn?
Well, before answering that, I may ask, do you set the right priorities for you? So if they are right, you will definitely have some motivation at the beginning and easily take some action for that. You get to choose what to do and what to quit. like I said before. So for example, like 4 years ago, I set a priority for me to go to yoga class 3 times a week, because at that time I constantly get a migraine headache that affected to my whole well-being and efficiency at work. So doing exercises was obviously my top priority at that time. And it felt so right to take actions at that time, right? I quitted late night movies, chit chat to go to sleep early, wake up early, and get myself to the class.
Oh, I think I realized your kind of positive change at the time. So we were colleagues at the time, and I can sense that she feel healthier.
Yes.
You know, and then more motivated at work, and
Energetic.
yeah. And then I think like you can feel that it's just so easy because you were a leader at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then people will just, you know, unintentionally watch you, right?
Yeah.
So they can see if you are sad or
Yeah.
tired. They can feel if you are energetic, you know, and inspiring or not. So I think I can sense that change.
Yeah. That was the first day when we already like have some motivation and we gain some achievement, but some may not gain the achievement right away. That leads to the second stage, which is usually the most painful one, and most people will quit after several actions. That is totally normal to me because our whole body and mind will always naturally choose the easy things. They will be against that, make us feel we have to stop that. And then what makes us really overcome that are consistent actions. Every morning to get to the gym with no expectation was super painful, you know.
Wow.
And after a month going to the gym become my habit, so it was not that painful anymore. After 2 months, I realized my body gets stronger. I no longer got headache. I eventually turns into some more motivation that encouraged myself to continue this. And after achieving this, you want to get yourself to the next level, like understanding your body through yoga, and that can create a next motivation. So after another time, like 4 years, right now my motivation is becoming an expert and taking a lot of nice pictures of myself. So to sum up, 3 things that you need to keep in mind in order to like maintain the motivation. First of all, you need to have right priority. Secondly, you need to have consistent action. And thirdly, you need to reflect yourself and to get more motivation.
Wow, what a journey, Lynn.
Yeah.
Like to have this kind of habit
Yeah.
to make you feel healthier, fresher, and even stronger.
Yeah.
And about me,
Yeah.
To have more motivation to do my life priorities, I use journaling. Yeah, I love journaling, and it's also become my healthy habit to motivate myself for action part. You know, at the very beginning of a month, I constantly sit down with myself for a self-reflection note and list down my action plans for the whole month based on my priorities. And every night before I go to sleep with my journal, I'm going to write down at least 3 things I feel grateful in a day, 3 things I've learned so far, and things I feel happy or proud of during that day. And luckily, by this way, I nurture my motivation to stick with the goals and priorities that I've set for myself. And you know, that's the part of the mental. About the action plan. At the current time, I'm using SMART, SMART method, which I do believe that right now Nhan can share more about that with you guys.
So we've heard about a lot about SMART goals, and you know, and how is it smart? How can we make that smart, right?
Right.
So I think we can just go deep down to how to set SMART goals in our next topic. But to quickly give you what we call SMART goals. So we mentioned a lot about life values in our first questions. And if you set the goal that based on your values, it will, help you, motivate you, encourage you to act, to behave, to eat, to speak, to wear, everything that aligns with your goals. I say value-based goals, and that help you, technically review your life values constantly and set your priorities and goals based on those values, right? I'm just so grateful to have you today, Lynn and Sunny. This topic is actually really, really inspiring, and I believe that people, will keep sending us questions to go deep down on, two important factors of wheel of life, career and relationship, right?
And we are very open to receive the feedback and also discussion from our audiences for this topic.
Yeah, and to end the topic today, so Sunny will deliver a very inspiring song, Top of the World.
Yay!
Yeah, so see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!
Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wondering most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I've seen. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learned my name, and is telling me that things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There's only one wish on my mind. When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me at the top of the world.